Hi, I'm Taylor Lane, and I play Velma Kelly.
Hi, I'm Ellie Roddy, and I play Roxy Hart.
So the show Chicago takes place in the 1920s in the glitz and glamour of vaudeville era. It follows Roxy Hart, who is a housewife and a nightclub dancer, and she gets into a little bit of trouble when she acts out of passion and shoots her on the side lover. Now she ends up hiring this very charming and sleazy criminal lawyer to help her escape conviction by manipulating the media and the reporters and everybody.
And you meet characters such as Velma Kelly, who becomes Roxy's rival in the cell block, who they kind of butt heads and kind of take things from each other. But in the end, actually, we'll keep that a secret.
Yeah.
I love how spontaneous Roxy is. She can go from like 0 to 100 at the drop of a hat, which, I mean, I don't think murdering is the the way to act. But I like how she sometimes just goes with what she feels. And I think that's fun to play around with.
Mm-hmm. And on the flip side, Velma couldn't be more opposite, where she's brilliant and clever, and she calculates every single thing that she does. It's her show. She knows exactly what's going to happen at all times. And so it's fun that they play opposite each other because she keeps her on her toes.
Yeah,
for sure. People should come and see Chicago because it is the longest running Broadway musical. It is a tradition. It is a classic. From the iconic songs to the legendary dance moves, it's perfect for everybody to see.
And I think the story itself, it's been over 100 years old at this point, the actual tales where Chicago comes from. And I think a lot of the themes are still relevant to this day, which is pretty cool that it's timeless.
Mm-hmm.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
It is so exciting. And it's really cool to fill these shoes. They're really big shoes to fill. So many great and amazing actors and actresses have stepped in these shoes. And so it is cool to be part of the legacy.
Mm-hmm. I think to tie in kind of true crime and documentaries now to Chicago, the musical and the show, there are a lot of similarities, but the biggest difference is how things are portrayed in the media. Mm-hmm. You get to decipher what is factual and what is not. I think this show is a great representation of that and how the media can be used to manipulate the public and people's views on things, which we see in Chicago and we still see today.
I think the show, it's a musical comedy, and I don't think people really realize that it is. I think the show is funnier than most people remember it being, because they walk away and being like, oh, that jazz, we both reached for the gun. Like, they remember these songs too. But I think the show has some heart and lots of giggles.
Yeah, the show has heart, has humor. Mm-hmm. The choreography is legendary. So that in itself. And yeah, there's amazing songs like Mr. Cellophane, all that jazz, Funny Honey, Hot Honey Rag. It's the classics that you know and love.
What are your favorite songs?
All of them. Can I answer that?
I know, it's hard. It's very hard to pick.
I love doing the whole Roxy segment. I love doing the monologue into the song, and I love the vamp, the dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It just is such an earworm, but it's to me, it's so satisfying to hear. It makes me giddy every time.
Yeah, what makes the music so great is our orchestra. Our orchestra is remarkable. All the musicians, specifically for me, hearing the horns and the reed sections, it's just, they bring it to life, and that's what makes you feel like, oh, we are in Chicago. Yeah. It's that jazz undertone.
I grew up performing, so I started dancing when I was about 3 or 4 years old, and I stuck with it on and off, but I didn't really get into theater until I was about 11. Actually, I didn't go to college. I studied externally, and I studied through different voice lessons, different acting lessons, and coaches, and taking a lot of dance classes. I didn't go to a conservatory or a traditional college. And I started working right out of high school. When I turned 18, I started working professionally as a performer.
Mm-hmm. I did go the conservatory route, and then I think I've been working professionally for about 10 years. But sort of the same, grew up singing, dancing, and acting since I could walk. We just started tour early November, so just a few weeks now. I think my favorite part touring is, number one, getting to perform in multiple unbelievable venues across the country. It is so cool to stand on so many different stages and see the towns, and also traveling to all of our cities. Our cast is so close. Everyone's very kind, very talented, and the fact that we get to explore all around the country together while creating art is probably my favorite thing about tour.
I would hard agree.
Yeah.
Hard.
Have you had a chance to explore Des Moines at all?
Yes. We explored yesterday. We hit up some thrift stores and different coffee shops. And
I think about a third of the cast bought some winter outerwear because we came from a little bit warmer, weren't quite as prepared for the winter, and we've been supporting a lot of local businesses, so that's been fun. But yeah, walking around your downtown has been lovely. It's a classic. We're bringing Broadway to you here in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Come see the classic show. Bring your families and enjoy. Having to go?
oh, sure.